Hey guys, it is Bob blah blah, and I screwed this video up in every way possible. So this is the paintball scrapyard, and I've got my GoPro HD on my head, but a few things went wrong. First of all, this is about 2 minutes in. I forgot to turn on my camera when I started, so you got to miss all the beginning fun. The second thing is my helmet got hit a little bit when I was running around, so it's aimed too high, so you can't see the bottom half of the ground, which kind of sucks. Third, I suck at paintball, but you guys know me. I'm not afraid to show you. My Road to Grizz series taught this. I'm not afraid to show you myself playing bad on video games, and I'm not afraid to show you myself playing bad in real life. I get pwned in this game. We actually win the game, but I wish I would have had the camera on the beginning. I wanted to. It's domination, so there's 3 flags, and domination is my favorite game type. So I was stoked, man. Game starts, and I go rushing straight to B. I'm gonna cap that flag. Nope, I get shot. I run back, and you have to have a 10-second respawn. So I count to 10, run back out. Boom, I'm shot again. Basically, I tried rushing aggressively for the first 2 minutes. Then I turned my camera on. And what you'll see here is we get spawn trapped. It's so much like real Call of Duty. It's scary. Our team gets spawn trapped. And basically, every time I try to get the hell out of this spawn, I get shot. And these things hurt. I mean, they weren't as powerful as your typical paintball place. As you see my team just constantly throwing their hands in the air. And by the way, if you don't play paintball, you're putting your hands in the air. That means you got shot, so that way people will know not to shoot you again. And if you watch this sequence here, pretty much my whole team is just getting killed over and over again as we run out of spawn. So it was pretty frustrating, but we did end up getting the win because at the end, the last 2 minutes, and I'll show you when we get there, it becomes sudden death. And so you don't respawn, and we ended up being able to capture the flags at that point. So you saw my flag there to the left. That was our A flag. And then in the middle here, I think you'll be able to see in a second, you'll see B flag as you see my teammates getting taken out. And they had some good shots on their side, man. You had to play pretty conservatively because every single time I tried rushing, I got pegged, man. And like I said, it doesn't feel good. It's paintball. It kind of hurts. And you didn't really have any padding or anything. You had some chest padding. But anywhere else you got hit, it hurt. Those jumpsuits were basically just a thin cloth. And none of us were really dressed for the occasion. So, as for Scrapyard, it was decent. I mean, as far as a recreation, it was really cool. I mean, a lot of people have won because it's not amazing. Like, they didn't actually recreate it perfectly. But I thought they did a pretty good job considering what they had to deal with. I mean, they're building all this for a 2-day event to try and put in, $1 million to make it look real. I think would be a little bit too much to ask. So here I see a guy. He's trying to flank us and get to our A flag. And so that's why I'm kind of playing defensively here. And I think I get him right here. You can't tell, but I actually shot him, and I count that as a flag defense. So that's playing the objective, ladies and gentlemen. But then I get killed. I have no idea where from. Oh yeah, that's right. A guy flanked us here, and this is where it gets really bad. We're flanked on the left, and instead of going for the flag, he just kind of stays behind cover, and he has this perfect line of sight where the second we turn this corner, we just get pegged instantly. And there's almost nothing we can do because only his head is showing. It's a really good head glitch spot, if you would call it that if you were playing the game. So this little sequence here blows because I want to take him out. Everyone wants to take him out, and yeah, it doesn't work really that well. So play a little conservative for a second and kind of just stop getting killed because, man, at this point I was pretty frustrated because I really wanted to help my team. And watch this. I'm basically just trying to get the hell out of spawn. Dead again. 3 feet from spawn, and I'm done. So as for the paintball overall, it was a great experience, guys. You see the line. Look to your left right there. That's the line to get in. That was the big drawback of this thing, but anyone who's been to any convention, especially gaming conventions, it's lines all day long, so you got to expect it. The line for paintball was running about 2 hours the whole day. On the second day, what we did is got there early, went to paintball first, and got in the first grouping, and that way we didn't have to worry about the lines. Way worth it. So here I start flanking on the right, decided to take a different route, and this works out a little better. And in a second here, it turns to sudden death, and you'll see that. I think you're also going to see a sequence, if I remember right, where my gun stops shooting bullets, and that doesn't help you. So I had to fiddle with my gun and try and get it to shoot paint again because sometimes these guns get jammed. Actually, they get jammed quite a bit, and at that point, it's just shooting air. It sounds like it's shooting, so sometimes you don't even notice, which sucks because then you're just shooting air thinking you might be killing people. Yeah, here it is. See that? I'm just shooting air, so I've got to deal with my gun and get it unjammed. But overall, the paintball was awesome. I mean, it was such a cool experience. I think it'd be a great idea for someone who owns a paintball company to just recreate a Call of Duty map permanently because it plays really well. And I think if you actually had good players who knew what they were doing, unlike me, who hasn't played paintball in forever, it would actually be a lot of fun. The domination game type, so the flags were basically on flagpoles, and you had to raise your flag to gain the flag. And that idea was awesome. Real life domination, how cool is that? The downside is they didn't make it so it was how long you held it. It was whoever held the flags at the end. So basically the whole rest of the game, the flags didn't matter. And I thought that was kind of silly. Because obviously it takes away from the whole point of playing the objective. So I think you'll see my team right here. He gets really aggressive and decides to charge in. And I think this is that part. It does not go well for him. He comes right back. But the map was, like I said, it was pretty well done. A lot of people complain because it wasn't perfect. But I just don't know what people expect for something that's going to go on for 2 days. I mean, the shit that the money they sunk into this, people think Activision, they're doing it for marketing. So yeah, in the long run, they're going to make money. But they lost a ton of money on this event, dude. They donated the money to charity. There's no way they made money. They put up a shitload of money to get this thing going. You see these guys falling out now. I was confused, but sudden death started. And so these people, as they died, were all taken out. And I have no idea who killed them, but someone just rang a bunch of kills. And then I rushed in, and I managed to get this guy right here on my left. I don't know if you saw that or not. Yep, see, I got him. So, like I said, because of the angle of the camera, you can't really tell what's going on. And I felt bad. You're only supposed to shoot him once, but I fired 3 shots, and every bullet killed him. And that is the end of the match. So we got the victory because we had the flags up. I did not get shot there. They just called time, and you put your hands up. So, once again, guys, codxp was awesome. So I don't think this video does it justice. If you are considering going next year, and that is the rumor, they called this the first codxp. They call it 2011 codxp. Everything they're saying sounds like they're going to do it again. If they do it again, you should go. It's a blast. Yes, it's kind of expensive, but just, man, save up your money now and go. Even if you're not a huge Call of Duty fan, it's just fun doing all these games, hanging out with people, meeting new people. Everyone was super nice. I didn't meet a single douchebag the whole time I was there. Just a bunch of people who love gaming. Is it a nerdy event? Hell yes it is. It is geeked out. It is geek extreme. But I don't care, guys. If you're worried about what other people think or words like nerd and geek, man, you'll realize pretty soon in life that stuff's not important. You'll find that a lot of nerds rule the world. Bill Gates is probably one of the biggest nerds on earth, and I think he's doing okay, so just remember that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, I apologize for the bad camera work, but that's it. I will talk to you guys later. Take it easy.